MakeBeliefsComix is a website where students can create their own comic strips. So you get to it by going to MakeBeliefsComix.com or putting that into Google and then searching. There is actually a lot to do on this website. So I'm just going to point out some highlights and then focus on basically creating your own comic from scratch. But I just want to point out here that there are comic starters, which are like props for students to use, and then they finish the comic. There are printables, ebooks, greeting cards, writing funds. So there is definitely a lot to check out on this website. But if you want just a basic template, blank template to start a comic strip, you'll click this Create Your Comics button in the middle. And it defaults to 3 panels, but you'll notice that there are a max of 18 panels. So basically, this is your menu for creating your comics. And then there are all these features down here at the bottom for making your comic strips. So, for example, I can click on a character and choose a character. When I click on that, it might prompt me to choose a pose. So I'm going to choose this pose. And once it's in my comic strip, then I have these different menu options. So I can be on the move and move it around. I can click scale and it'll bring this little toggle switch up for me to scale it smaller or larger. Okay. Then I'll just kind of click off of that when I'm done. There's the bring to front. So when I have more pieces on here, I can flip the image around. So notice I clicked flip and then clicked the image. I can go back to move, okay, things like that. And then when I'm ready to add a new feature, I'll just go back to the features. And this time I'm going to select a balloon and notice that the text just kind of automatically defaults where you'll click here to type the words. Okay, when they're done with that, once again, they can move this piece around and they can scale it. So I click scale and then slide that down, move, here we go. Okay. They can also, let me add another balloon. Whoops, if you didn't mean to do that, they can also click that and hit the delete button. So I'm going to click delete and then click on what I want deleted and it will delete it. Okay, and then when I'm ready to move on to the next panel, I could do that. And I'm just going to quickly show you what it looks like to add these features. And then on my third one, I'm going to show you these different masks that are kind of fun too. All right, and again, we can add panels. So I can add a fourth. I can take it away. If I want to permanently remove the panel, I can do that. But once I have my finished comics, I can name it. And now I'm ready to print, email, or save it. So if I click print, okay, notice that it gives me a chance to review it. So I can go back and edit it, and then I can save it or I can email it. So just depending on how the teacher wants you to do that is what you'll choose. Or I can just click, basically on any of them and I'm going to get the same choices. So if I print it, I can save image to disk and it will download. So then on my Chromebook, it will be in my downloads as a PNG. And it will look like this, my finished product. Okay, a couple of other options. I can click print and then I can save it as a PDF. Okay, so different ways to kind of save it and submit it, but probably the most popular way to do that would be to download it and then turn it into your teacher or simply email it directly to your teacher. But that's how you use MakeBeliefsComix.